You better call your lawyers because you're going to be changing your last will and testament after this story. Believe me. So this story began 24 hours ago whenever it was reported on a lot of heavy metal publications that a superfan from the Chicago area approached Dying Fetus with the ashes of his departed friend, a guy by the name of Nick. And the request that Nick had was that his ashes be spread into the pits during the Dying Fetus show, preferably during his favorite Dying Fetus song. So essentially those members of the pit during this show had the welcome addition of Nick in the pit with them from the afterlife in the form of his ashes. Really, really cool idea, and it really serves the idea that metal until death is not necessarily the end point. This guy got creative, and I really have a pretty profound appreciation for that, mainly because, fuck, I didn't think of that. I wish I would have thought of that. I guess I still can, considering I'm still alive, but you get the point. This was a really cool and really neat concept. But just like any other cool concepts, this is one that could potentially brew controversy. Yeah, you don't think controversy can be brewed from just anywhere? Oh, believe me, it can. And it's principally because of what has been revealed today, 24 hours after the initial story. And that's the fact that Nick's ashes have supposedly also been, and there's video to prove, that they have been spread during sets by Behemoth and also by Tolka. So two other bands that were through the area got to experience the same treatments with Nick's ashes, pouring them into the pit. And now there are some folks out there that are saying, how does that truly make him a super fan? He probably went up to Dying Fetus to say that he was a super fan of the band, but now he's also doing this with Behemoth, he's also doing this with Tolka. He probably doesn't know how to say the band name right, because nobody does, except for people that do. And how does that really show that you're the true super fan of blah, 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 shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. There are favorites out there. We all have our favorites whenever it comes to music, whether it be just heavy metal or whether it be music in general. Notice the fact that the word favorite was actually done in the plural of favorites. Considering, I can't remember the last time that I just had one band really be my standout, go-to group. And even with that said, there are still tens to, maybe even hundreds that I like, respect, would go see shows of, with supports, things of that variety. Now, I understand that that might be a little bit of a special case considering I'm around it, every single day. But I think that this is something that's very prominent throughout heavy metal fans in general. So the fact that this is happening, it almost serves as unity between the genres. It almost serves as a way to showcase that while metal fans may sometimes squabble or, quibble over trivialities over, such as whether something is metal or not, or what subgenre or sub-subgenre it should be classified in, but the underlying idea is that the love for this music is definitely something that's hard to break, and something that we actually can take to our grave and then use our grave, essentially, to give back to the community, showcase that unity, and also have the opportunity to do something cool, as always be at these shows that are missed through death. Overall, I really dig this idea. I think that this was a really cool experience. It's weird, it's almost fitting. It would be kind of cool if it became a ritual that whenever somebody unfortunately passed, that something like this would happen. That way they would always be a part of heavy metal shows in the future. But then, of course, that would no doubt be ruined by some people saying, well, this band had ashes spread 375 times this year, as opposed to this band over here where it was only 11. Which band is truly better? Or some stupid argument like that. For now, I think that Nick's ashes, which sounds really, it rolls off your tongue almost like a charity of some variety. I think Nick's ashes have a really cool thing going here, and it showcases not only a man's dedication to heavy metal music up until his passing, but also his friend's commitment to ensuring that that Nick is forever immortalized in these shrines of the heavy music that we love. What are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'm CKN, and whenever I die, put my ashes in the water supply. Do that way, nothing really is going to happen. There's going to be one drink of water that's just going to be a little ashy. Either that or send me to the moon. Later.